Okay, people, I admit I don't remember fresh off my mind what's going on with this game. It's been... Well, truth be told, it really hasn't been that long since I last played it, and this is a very, forgiving game because, well, for one, in the overworld, there's no random battles at all, though it is, can get a bit annoying in regards to just where it is. You're specifically supposed to go in certain areas, but oh well. That's sort of to be expected in these kinds of games, though, when the game is most closely resembles, which is Chrono Trigger. It's a bit off-putting because in Chrono Trigger there was no real overworld exploration. It was just pretty much a map of areas that you go to, and there was no real exploration. How to explain? Something popped up on my damn computer, and I just deleted it. Okay, no, I'm not going to record. Yeah, I am going to be abusing that campsite to heal because I just, I like to be at max health. Gives a bit of a false sense of security when you're at max health, and again, in this particular introduction, we are a bit too much at max health, so I'm trying to remember if that's true or not, because the level 1 enemies are doing quite a bit of damage considering they're level 1, and in the original Dragon Book Fantasy game, it was, well, this didn't do that much damage. I think you had a little bit of health, but it only took away a little bit of health, where it seems in this game you have an unusually high amount of health, but it, well, the enemies take more health, so it's very confusing. I don't like it when JRPGs do that. I don't, I like, starting off at level 1 and having, like, maybe 10, 15 HP, and you think to yourself, oh shit, that is a very small amount of HP, but then, the enemies you encounter only do 1 HP. Versus the games like this, where you have a significant amount of health considering you're at level 1, but the enemies do more damage. It gives a bit of a false sense of security. Yeah, that enemy did 70 damage, but that's okay. I've got 430 health. Versus I have 10 health, and that enemy did 2 damage. That's 20% of my max HP. Oh boy, I'm in trouble. Anyways, we defeated the big-ass dragon, who was very pathetically weak, but again, this is all our subconscious. In case you haven't noticed, this is a dream. And do I have to fight this again? I don't remember if I have to fight this. As I said, I don't remember much about this game. Other than it's really enjoyable, and oh boy, did I make a bit of a mistake my first time playing it. You can recruit monsters and have them fight alongside you in this game. And yeah, it can get a little bit odd when you recruit a level 1 monster, have it level up to like level 25. And now the big ass monsters you are encountering in the game are weaker than the level 1 monsters to do pitiful damage you ordinarily encountered. That's a bit off-putting. But it just means you have to keep recruiting monsters, and make sure you level them up. Because when I first just played this game and did the recruit monsters, I just thought to myself, okay, that's rather cool. But then as you play on through the game, you gain party members, not monsters, actual plot significant party members, and I thought to myself, okay, there's really no point in capturing monsters. Oh boy, was I wrong! Because your party members eventually get split up. And it does sort of a Final Fantasy VI-ing, where after a Final Fantasy, when you get attacked by that big purple perverted octopus, your party members split up. Well, this game takes a similar approach and your party members split up. And apparently the monsters you capture can be found in inns and taverns, or wherever it is you go to rest in a town. Let me tell you, once I realized that, I realized, oh boy, the importance of recruiting and leveling up your monsters, because otherwise you're going to be playing some parts of the game relatively later on with only one person, maybe two. And let's be honest, it's always nice to have more people in your party, even if all they are is a meat shield. You know, if it's the difference between a plot significant character taking damage or a mook that's on your side, well, that difference can be rather significant. You know, you don't want the main people dying. You'd rather the monster dies, the mook die, the mercenary die. There are no mercenaries in this game. Well, no mercenaries you can hire anyways. At least what I'm seeing there is, now that I'm thinking just exactly what kind of game I'm playing. There may very well be mercenaries you can hire or whatever, but I don't think there are in this game. Hopefully there will be in the third one, if they ever do a third one, because let me tell you, I am playing the Dragon Ball Fantasy Book 2 on the PS3. I didn't realize Dragon Fantasy Black Tome of Ice on the PS4 is this exact fucking game under a different name. Let me tell you, that was disappointing. Because this game ends on a cliffhanger. And it feels like it will be a trilogy. Saying that, the Dragon Fantasy series is also kind of a love letter / satire of retro JRPGs, where the first game was the 8-bit and it was pretty much played like Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior, but towards the end there was a bit of Final Fantasy in that you were attacked by more than one monster and you had more than one member in your party. This is a love letter slash satire of the 16-bit era of JRPGs. Again, mostly Chrono Trigger. Final Fantasy VI, it reminds me a lot of, because of that one sequence. Get a bit of Earthbound, again, in the style, but not necessarily in how it plays. Possibly Dragon Warrior, but I don't remember. I know the Dragon Warrior 16-bit games did not come out in America, so I don't know if this game has any real connection to Dragon Warrior aside of the name. But oh well. Yeah. No sign of Imperial activity yet. It's do you remember in the last game we were I think on a pirate ship or something, or we watched the shore and we went, oh shit, well, this is shortly afterwards, obviously. What's my level? Level 29? Seriously? Okay, at least make max leveling to max level easier, but I don't like it when any game starts you off at any level above 1. I understand why they did it. Again, the first JRPG I played to completion was Final Fantasy VIII, and I think it started you off at level 7 to sort of signify that you're a student in a mercenary school and you have a little bit of battle experience. Saying that, I'd just rather they start you off at level 1 and maybe give you a little bit more defense or a little bit more HP than average, like, I don't know, over 800. What do I have to do again? I know I have to capture some sort of thingy. You'll have to excuse me, I was gonna say, it shall be down on the beaches surrounding orange, but yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, there are side quests in this game, and, well, side quests, well, I enjoy doing them, and I can sometimes enjoy watching them, depending on who's doing the LP. All the side quests in this game are just pretty much glorified fetch quests. Excuse me. So, while I will be accepting every side quest I come across, not going to go out of my way to complete each and every one of them. For example, coal. Why do I have coal? Anyways, I am, supposed to capture some flame monster off the beach, and I also know I'm supposed to be capturing, I think, a lobster or some sort of sand shark or something. I honestly don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, our Voidstone or Sandstone or whatever got stolen by that one thief, and yeah, we're on the hunt to get it back. I remember that. I don't know who the Imperials are, or why they're our enemy, or why they're blocking us, I don't know. But they are Imperials, and unless you're playing Elder Scrolls, Imperials are always the bad guys. Remember, in Star Wars, it's the Imperial Empire. Imperials are always bad, Empires are always bad, Kingdoms are always good. Not sure why. You know, I don't think every empire is supposed to be necessarily evil or bad or the enemy or who you're fighting against. It's just, really, what's the difference between an empire and a kingdom other than when you say empire, there's that thought behind it that an empire expands. Empires invade. Well, don't kingdoms do that too? Really? I mean, let's be honest, a kingdom is only a kingdom until it gets a rather arrogant or power-crazed king, which it inevitably does, and then they go out and they start invading. That's what they do. It's, you know, not as if there's much use to it after all. What's better than the power you have? More power. It's just what you do. And yeah, it's always a small kingdom that's, you know, at first the underdog, but the small kingdom gets more powerful and more powerful and more powerful, and then it becomes a large kingdom. And then it becomes an empire. Whether or not it's a good empire or a bad empire is totally up to the author and the person reading it. But no matter what, if you're a kingdom, you want more power. It's just natural. Whether or not you gain more power by invading, whether or not you gain more power by manipulation or allies, you're just going to want more power. I don't blame them. That's just what happens. It's what you do. Okay, if I remember this, there's more Imperial ships again. I don't know why the Imperials are the bad guys. I don't know, maybe Ogden is the hero of a small kingdom and the Imperials are the big bad empire who are, I don't know, trying to invade us, or they're exploiting us, or they're dangerous, or what have you. Or they're just, you know, not so well liked. Saying that all during the first game there was no mention of the Imperials, so... And we did have a relatively rich kingdom, I thought. You know, there was a king, there was a prince, and Prince Anders, there was a queen. I killed a demon lord, so I'm assuming the Imperials are going to be looking at me specifically and going, you know what? I better not piss off that guy. He saved his prince from a demon king, from a demon lord, a demigod. So, why aren't they allies with us? I killed a demon. I could easily kill them. Despite the fact that I'm a pudgy, balding guy. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's one other thing I forgot about this game, which is really annoying. There's a minigame that I vaguely remember where you pretty much do naval battles. Do I want to save my game? Didn't realize I've been recording that for that long, but no, I don't want to save my game. I think I can do a little bit more before the mandatory minigame, which I just don't want to do because I'll be honest with you, I don't like minigames. Stocking up on herbs and antidotes. Didn't realize capture nets were that expensive, and I think I have a deluxe. That's my magic. I think I have a deluxe capture net. What is potato juice? Oh yeah, it restores magic power. I have 2 deluxe capture nets, so okay, yeah. I think every time you get a side quest which requires you to capture something, they give you a capture net so you don't have to buy it. But you know what? It's always nice to have more. And of course I will be stocking up off-screen on items and level grinding off-screen of items. You know what? Now that I think about that, transforms and North Pass. The transforms are a swarm of tiny enemies which you can. They don't really do much damage, which you gotta keep in mind. There's a swarm of them, so they add up, and you can destroy multiple full ones at a time by doing the swarm attack. And now that I mentioned leveling up and getting deluxe nets to capture the monsters, I think I am going to show you one battle. Again, see how it is. It's very much like a can I attack them all by this? I think I can. Oh, maybe not say attack first, but anyways, it's very much a Chrono Trigger battle where they're not exactly random. You can potentially avoid them, though sometimes you just can't. But anyways, yeah, I will be going back, saving my game. That is a lot of experience. And though I won't necessarily be level grinding per se, I will be gold grinding. And that's pretty much the same damn thing. So anyways, I will end it here. Take care everybody, and bye.